you curious.
High volume, high volume.
Get serious. You say you're curious. So just
I told you, you better stay afraid of you.
Hey guys, it's your girl Leah G. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay in touch with me. As y'all can see, I had a really slow and steady start to the day. I got up, did all my hygiene and everything, made me some breakfast. I just finished doing some Bible study. I hope y'all can hear me good. I decided to hook this mic up because my mini fridge was making this little buzzing sound. I didn't want that in the back. And then also one of my roommates is doing their laundry. So that's kind of loud because my room is right by the laundry room. I do need to get me a DJI mic. I cannot wait. Y'all gonna see it real soon. I hope y'all day is going amazing. I hope everyone has been well. I'm praying that the year is starting off really good. I'm praying that you have a lot of clarity, your head is on straight, and you're just in position to fulfill whatever God has for your life. Real quick, y'all, I actually want to discuss what I was just reading over. I still am in Genesis, y'all. One thing about it, I've really slowed down my Bible studies because I want to really retain the information. I really want to learn God's word and know God's word. I'm just really slowing down, taking my time, and just making sure I'm processing everything. I've even gone back to start doing summaries. So right here, I have like all of my little summaries and stuff. Some of these are sermon notes. Like when I'm at work and I don't have my journals with me, I'll do my sermon notes on these papers and just put them in there. Like these front ones, these are all sermon notes, but hold on, here we go. Yeah, like I took my time. I went back through everything I read in the gospel and made me some summary sheets over all the stuff that I had already read before, just to do a quick refresher and everything. And y'all, it just reminded me that Matthew is hands down my favorite gospel. Like, oh my goodness, Matthew is so good. But I do want to talk to y'all real quick about what I read. So I'm in Genesis 44. Genesis is a great book, y'all. I've learned so much from this book. Before I tell y'all about this chapter that I just read, I got to give y'all a little backstory so y'all won't be confused, just in case you've never read Genesis. So this chapter was about Joseph's final test to his brothers. And long before this chapter, Joseph's brothers sold him to traders as a slave. So he ends up in Egypt, right? Let's keep that in mind. Flash forward, time passes. He spends time as a slave. He spends time as a prisoner, wrongfully accused of something. And then his story quickly takes a shift. He eventually becomes high in the chain of command for Egypt. And then famine hits the lands, right? His brothers have to actually go to Egypt in order to get food and things to provide for their family. They don't know that this is their brother. They don't know that this is Joseph because they're thinking he's dead. They don't know what happened to him. They just know they sold him and they're just assuming the worst. In this chapter that I'm in, he gives his final test, basically just to test their heart posture. It's just to see, like, is Benjamin at risk of the same things that he had went through, potentially being sold away, or like, do they really care about him? And in this test, Judah, he goes so hard to plead for Benjamin's life. He's offering to switch places with Benjamin and he remain in Egypt as the slave and let Benjamin go. It was just interesting comparing the two scenarios. There's a lot of different good parts in this that stand out, but one of the main messages for me was growth and change of heart posture. It's unfair to confine people to certain versions of themselves because as we grow and as we evolve, we're going to constantly change. It just reminded me to just give more grace along the journey because you might have met someone in one season and they're one way. However, later on down the line, they could be completely different because we constantly grow and evolve. So that was just one little like brain dump type of thing that just popped in my mind as I was reading this and analyzing it. Even just the whole process with Joseph, it was just so cool to see that God had a specific plan for their family lineage, and in order for that plan to be carried out successfully, Joseph had to go through what he went through. Otherwise, everything would be different. Like it wouldn't have even happened the way it was supposed to happen. So like everything has meaning behind it. Sometimes the seasons and situations that you're put in have meaning and deeper purposes for later on. And you may not understand it in the moment. However, if you just stay patient, stay close to God, get through it, like he'll align the pieces as you go. Everything will make sense in due time. If you've already read Genesis, give me some insight in the comments, parts that you love, some of your favorite chapters within that book, any food for thought that you just want to provide. Now it's currently 4:40. I did get invited out to go eat. I'm supposed to be getting picked up at 5:30. I already threw my outfit down on my bed. I already know what I'm wearing. I'll show y'all that in a little bit. And then now I'm just gonna play some music while I do my makeup. Tim's has been my favorite artist lately. Your love is like an endless sea. You still wanna stay with me. You're not my journey, you don't belong. And I'm so close. Gotta start over already. I know what you need.
Really putting weight on me. I just can't get you no more chances. Now I'm straight on it. Gotta wait on it. Gotta pray on it. Gotta wait on it. Rest your weary heart. Dry your teary eyes. I know you were scarred and torn apart inside. Darling, so am I. 'Cause look at how far you have come. And look at all that you have going. Look at who you have become. Baby, you gotta keep going. Ooh, oh. I'll take, but I'm tired. Baby, you top shelf, can't be reached. You a high profile type of girl, but you keep it low key. Face card silent, ain't no declining. I spend all my cash on you. Love you like I love you, baby, and you know it too. Literally, all I did was blush and concealer. Put a little powder blush too. I still way too much drink. I don't think I can think. Weekend on vacation with me. You set limitations with me. Why do I get treated different? Alright, that's all I'm doing on my face. And then I'm gonna do some mascara too. This could be something that's special for us. 'Cause this could be forever after. I just want to tell myself, yeah. Maybe I'll stick around. I gave it to you, know my heart ain't for sale. 'Cause I only see you, don't want nobody else. Oh no, I wanna be down. This could be something that's special for us. Maybe I'll stick around. This could be something that's special for us. I hit the low, yeah, high and low. It's so hard to fight, high to go. Consider me the luckiest man in the world, 'cause you're my girl.
I'm feeling great, y'all. I just woke up, did my skincare, got myself awake, listened to some gospel music this morning, some Christian R&B type of vibes, praise and worship, just listening to it all, y'all. Got my mind right. I did my morning prayer and everything. Now I'm about to go ahead and put on my outfit of the day. I don't know what's been up in my apartment gym, y'all, but I feel like it's been so cold. Like, it didn't used to feel like that, but now it's to a point where, like, however it feels outside is practically how the gym feel, at least initially, until you like get warmed up and everything. So I'm going long sleeve brown Gymshark top. I love this collection, y'all. I gotta go look it up, but this line, this and the leggings to this line, amazing. They ate with that. And it's so funny because I seen a TikTok the other day. It might have been last night when I was supposed to be asleep. But this girl was saying like she don't like Gymshark leggings and stuff. Y'all, Gymshark had me looking so good. These are like the sage green flare pants from PhD Lifestyle. I was an ambassador for them. I'm not an ambassador for them anymore, but I do like these pants. These are good. That's it. I'm throwing on some Nike socks. Give me a sec, y'all. Let me get dressed real quick, and then I'm gonna see y'all in the kitchen. My breakfast is done. Here it is right here, quick and simple. This literally probably only took me all of like 20 minutes, even with weighing my food, y'all. So simple. Because honestly, the only thing I really had to actually measure was the jelly and the butter. Everything else is self-explanatory. You could literally just type it in on the app. I don't even know if I told y'all yet. I don't think I have, but I'm doing a body recomp. So mine is structured on a high protein, low carb, medium fats. Low key, low carb, low fat, honestly, but it's just like, you know, I'm eating my fats in moderation because I need my healthy fats. But yeah, so my goal right now is to lose body fat and build muscle all in the same sequence. To give y'all a macro breakdown, this has 36 grams of protein, 24 grams of fat, and 39 grams of carbs. So that's a really good first meal of the day. In total, this was 486 calories. My set goal right now, I actually need to update this. Hold on, y'all. Let me go change it real quick. Yeah, so it's 1,700 calories total, 155 grams of protein, which is probably gonna get up really soon because I'm currently like 152, 153, but I'm trying to get up to like 160. So I need to have my protein intake at that amount for every day. But I just wanted to start small because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. 160 to 170 grams of protein every day is a lot of food, a lot of protein. Like, oh my gosh. It's kind of hard. So I just kind of wanted to take baby steps and then I'll adjust it. My eggs was looking very dark, y'all. I don't know. It kind of had me a little nervous. Amen. It tastes good though. While I eat this, y'all, I'm actually gonna go ahead and make my greens juice real quick too. Today's flavor is the lychee. The apple one is really good too. And the other day I actually mixed them together and it was good. 1 scoop. This is actually my first time having the Dave's multigrain bread. And it's good. While I eat, I'm gonna go ahead and do some journaling real fast. So this is my new journal, y'all. I absolutely love it. I seen it on Amazon and I was like, yeah, I have to get that. Love it. So what I've been doing lately is using my verse of the day on my app that I use called Bible Chat. I write down the verse and then just reflect on what that means as far as my life and how it applies to me or how I plan to apply it, everything like that. Like just whatever comes to mind when I read that verse and think about that verse, I go ahead and just reflect on it. And that's how I get my day started. My verse of the day is 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the Phantom with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. I can help you get a move on. Like you hauling, I know. You like to go slow.
So I be feeling like I need to immediately wash my hands, get in the shower, all of that as soon as I get back. Because, yeah, not playing about the germs, not trying to get sick. No, no, no. But first things first, I'm about to go ahead and make me a protein shake. So thankfully, I already got food prepped, which makes the process so much smoother because I'm gonna hurry up and down my shake real quick. Take me a quick 10-minute, 15-minute shower, and then come eat right after. Rule of thumb, always try to get a good meal in within like 30 minutes of your workout to repair the muscles, basically, to help them grow. So yes, try to keep it within 30 minutes. I know sometimes it may not work like that, but if you can, I would say 30 to 45 minutes, hurry up and get you a meal in. So y'all already know the drill. This is the milk that I like. I'm gonna do like 8 ounces. I use the vanilla chai plant protein powder from EHP Labs. Y'all, I got 2 scoopers in here because I couldn't find the one that was originally in it at first, and I didn't feel like digging to the bottom for it. So I used the old scooper I had from a different one, and I just ended up leaving both of them in there. I usually like peanut butter in mine, but peanut butter is a little fatty. And typically, if I'm gonna put peanut butter, I like to put it in the blender because it's so thick, it's not gonna mix well with just the shaker. So no peanut butter today. I'm gonna just go in with some honey and some cinnamon. Let's see. Just a little drizzle. Literally 6 grams of honey, that's it. So let me go add this in my macro counter. I'm gonna add it under my snacks. Oh, and I didn't have a granola bar before I went to the gym, y'all. We got 8 ounces of Califia Farms milk, 1 scoop of the vanilla chai plant protein powder, and then we got Simple Truth raw honey. I got a piece of that, y'all. Ooh. And I literally had 5 grams of that, which is crazy. That's nothing close to even a full serving. Literally, it's just 4 grams of carbs. But I guess it matters though in this case. I am only at 69 grams of protein, 40 grams of fat, and then 96 grams of carbs. Gotta get more protein in, but like I said, I am about to eat. So not even worried about it, not stressing. I'm only about to eat my lunch. I still got dinner, and I can still have another snack in between as well. So we're good, we're gonna make that protein go. The only thing I'm sad about, y'all, I just did a little mini grocery haul, and I forgot to get some tuna. I love tuna, and it's so high protein, but it's okay. It is what it is. I know for a fact I'm probably gonna make me a yogurt bowl later, whenever I get a little hungry again before dinner time. And then, yeah, that workout, y'all, was so good. I had an amazing workout today. But all right, y'all, let me pick this up. I'm gonna drink this shake real quick, hit the shower, and then I'll come back to y'all when I'm done. The sun is setting, which means golden hour in the kitchen. We love that. I just finished my shower and everything. I feel super good. All clean, smelling good, everything like that. Is this too much light? Very much too much light. My skin, y'all, I don't know what's up today or what's up really this week. Like, this came a couple days ago and still is just looking a mess, not getting no better, not going nowhere. This, I don't even know. This side looks okay. Most of these are just like my moles and, you know, little blackheads. I get dark marks and stuff that I'm trying to get rid of. This is a dark mark from another pimple that came looking like this one. Like, I don't know what's up. So, pulling out my handy dandy grow. I'm gonna put some chlorophyll drops in my water with my lunch. So, I am eating lunch kind of late because I got out of the gym so late, but that's okay. I'm gonna eat now. I'm gonna give me a snack in. I'm gonna eat my dinner. I want to eat dinner before 7 or like at 7, but that might be unrealistic. So I'm probably gonna eat dinner around like 7:38, which is still cool. So let's go ahead and get out the meal prep so I can warm it up. Funny story, y'all, my chlorophyll is more than expired, so we're gonna throw this away. I'm actually just gonna drink some lemon water instead. All right, cut it in half, and I'm gonna just squeeze this half in my water. This might be a lot of lemon for this little bit of water. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna keep it out, and then as I get more water, I'll squeeze more because I don't wanna overdo it. And then the other half, I'm just gonna put it into a Ziploc bag. And my food is done heating up. Oh, it smells so good. So I got beef sausage, jasmine rice, and some bell peppers that I cut up. It smells so good. It's gonna be so good. Let me log it real quick because I remember the exact measurements. So this meal, so the rice is about 4 grams of protein. My sausage is 15, so that puts me at 19. And then my bell peppers have about almost 1 gram. So this meal is a little bit lower protein, but I have to shake with it too, so it balances out because my shake is 30 grams of protein. So, oh, I'm sorry to eat. Let me bless my food. Amen. I'm gonna eat and read my book. I'm still reading The Awe of God. Not quite done with it yet, but it's so good. I am on chapter 17. This chapter is called Depart from Evil. And there's actually a quote here from William Penn. It says, "Children, fear God. That is to say, have a holy awe upon your minds to avoid that which is evil, and a strict care to embrace and do that which is good." Period, Mr. William Penn. So, as of right now, just to show y'all, this is another journal of mine that I was taking book notes in. So these first ones up here is from the book The Power of Now, which I also never finished that book. I need to go back. But since I had already started, I just skipped to the back of the book because it does have sections, or the back of the notebook, excuse me, because it does have sections. And this is where all my notes for The Awe of God are. I'll be liking to put on YouTube or watch TV, watch a show or something, but I feel like I did a lot of TV watching, show watching, and all of that yesterday. I was watching His and Hers, y'all, and I finished it literally in the span of pretty much a day. I watched all the first 5 episodes in one day, and then I watched the last episode last night. So, moral of the story, I just feel like I've been watching a lot of TV and all that, so I'm gonna spend some of my time reading instead of being, on a screen or watching anything like that. I'm gonna feed my spirit, and I'm going to read my book. So here we go. All right, guys, I'm done reading. I have relocated to a study room upstairs to do some Bible study. But before I do, first and foremost, I finally have finished Genesis. I completed another book of the Bible. Like, that's such a big deal for me as I'm growing in faith and just really becoming a true woman of God, working to submit my life to Christ fully. So now we're going to be in Exodus. However, I was doing some research and I saw that Luke, which is the last gospel that I did, actually ties in deep with Acts. So I'm about to be on a split journey of doing Exodus and Acts. And then earlier this month, I made the decision to do a fast. This was my first fast and it actually went very well. And I was super, super proud of myself. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that, just in case any of my viewers are about to do a fast, currently doing a fast, anything like that. Like, it just had it on their mind, or you may have not even ever heard anything about a fast. You may not even know what it is, whatever. I just want to kind of like plant that seed and just get that out there, because after watching one of Philip Anthony's services, in scripture, fasting is actually mandatory. Everything in the Bible that speaks on fasting says when you fast. So therefore, if you're trying to become a true Christian, a true follower of Christ, you have to fast. There's no negotiating about it. So I decided to just go for it. I actually documented it in my journal. Before I go over what I learned in my fast, I'm gonna give you guys the parameters of my fast. I did a 3-day fast, no gym. I gave up the gym because that's something that sometimes I feel like I can begin to idolize. And then when that happens, I definitely draw back. Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for God giving me that passion, if it wasn't for God giving me the body that's capable of doing what I do in the gym, there would be no gym. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a God given talent, a God given passion. Therefore, I'm going to always make sure that I give him the proper praise for that. I did no social media unless I was getting on to upload content. And I think I only got on to upload content one time. So I did no extra mindless scrolling, none of that. Yes, y'all, I had to cut TikTok off for a little bit. No, but for real, no social media. Um, I only ate one meal a day. So one meal a day, I did what you would basically call an intermittent fasting. So from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., no food. However, that didn't mean I could just completely pig out after 6 p.m. No. I had one meal after 6 p.m., which was a balanced meal. One was fish, rice, and then green beans. My other meal was ground beef and rice with avocado. So those were my two meals that I could pick from and alternate from throughout the 3 days. And I also had fruit on the side. I cut out all TV. So I could only watch sermons or something related to God, nothing else on TV, no regular shows, no regular TV. The one show that I gave myself a little bit of time to watch is called The Chosen, which is about the life of Jesus. It ties in deeply with the gospels and everything. And it's a really good show. I encourage y'all to go watch it if you haven't. The reasons that I did my fast, for one, I just wanted to overall get closer to God, learn more about him, and strengthen our relationship. For two, I wanted to expose the parts of myself that needed healing, that needed fixing, or any areas where I was compromising with sin, compromising with my faith. You know, like any area that I was falling short on, I wanted to bring that to the forefront so I can go ahead and get to working on it. The third most important one, I just wanted to deny my flesh as a form of sacrifice on behalf of all that God has done for me, on behalf of all that Jesus has done for me. That's the main reason for sure. Day one was pretty decent. Day one didn't hit me as hard on the food part. Everything was pretty good. The only thing I struggled with on day one was accidentally like picking up my phone and going to like TikTok or about to click on Instagram or something. I caught myself doing that a couple times, but I did immediately swipe out. I did not stay on them. And yeah, I caught myself doing that though. So what I did to fix that, I turned all my notifications off because I found that when I get notifications from my apps, that gets me, that makes me more like susceptible to clicking on it and getting on the app. So I might see a little headline or a little something, and it's something of my interest, and I click on it. And now next thing I know, I'm scrolling for 30 minutes. You know, so I turned all notifications off. And again, anytime I did open any apps, I immediately, swiped out as soon as I caught myself in. Yeah, day two, a little bit more intense, y'all. I will not forget day two. Work, work was trying me. Work was testing my patience. Seriously, the customers at work were acting up. I had one father and daughter. They were just super, they were frustrated, and I understood their frustration because of the situation. However, they were taking it out on me and like my store location when it really didn't have anything to do with us. However, I just ended up being the person at the window at the time who had to help them, and it was very much a test. I think I did very great actually. It was so funny because one of our sales managers actually ended up coming up and witnessing the whole thing, and we have this little achiever system that we it's what we call it at my job. And basically you can give someone like points and stuff, shout them out for any good work they do and things like that. And he definitely gave me some achievers for the way I handled the situation. Yeah, but I was proud of myself for that. However, it was another test, and yeah, the tests were definitely coming through. Food wise, day two is where it got really hard. However, I did see it through. Day three, the final day of my fast, this is where I fully like reflected on what I learned throughout the fast. So first and foremost, emotional regulation. Y'all. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress, so I don't have no problems admitting it. I have to learn how to get my emotions under control, especially when I feel like angered. Yeah, I gotta get under control because my mouth gets so bad. I get so mean. And it's just like, girl, it just be like I turn into a whole other person almost. And I'm really trying to work on that because one thing about it, for as long as I'm here on this earth, things are going to be sent to test my patience. Things are going to be sent to test my character. Things are just going to be sent to test me, period. But I have to always remember like who I am in Christ, first of all. Let's start there. Who I am in Christ, and just like apply everything that I'm learning through studying the word. That doesn't mean work so hard, study the word, and then as soon as something comes up, you revert back to your old ways and react how you're used to reacting. No. And I feel like that's also the problem. I don't slow down to process. I just immediately jump off of however I feel. So like if somebody says something and I feel disrespected, I'm immediately reacting from that versus like taking a step back, calming down, like, okay, trying to see, I'm just saying, like, just being more calm and being more just slow to anger, because the Bible itself says only fools are quick to anger. And yeah, I'm not trying to be living my life out here like a fool, letting any and every little thing get me riled up, letting any and every one get me out of character. It's never worth it. Nothing is worth your peace. Another thing, being patient with divine timing. I feel like this is something that's so big in everything, even in Genesis, like just over the course of Joseph's life and how everything played out, y'all. You have to trust in God's timing. Stuff is never going to make sense at the forefront when you're going through it, because He has a greater purpose for us. He has a greater vision. So if you keep shutting down at every little obstacle or every little hindrance, you're not going to be able to get to where you need to be to enjoy the fruits, to enjoy who God called you to be. Like remaining grounded in my trust in God's plan for my life, keeping my faith high, even when it seems like all odds are against me, and just remaining grateful and high spirited, excuse me, even when things just are not going how I may want them to go. Because at the end of the day, God's plan is always greater than any plan I could ever create. So I just got to keep that mindset. It's just a season, it's just a moment, it's just an obstacle. But once I get through it, what I learn from it is going to be what I use to keep me going. All right, y'all. Third thing is surrendering my pride. I feel like I'm very prideful when it comes to certain things. And I need to stop being like that. Like for real. I want to stop being like that. Not even I need to, I want to, and I will. Like I'm gonna slowly keep working on it. Yeah, that was the main things that I learned from this fast, y'all. It was very, very eye-opening. I just felt so grounded, so much closer to God. I feel like I was able to get so much more into my word without the distractions and without my mind just running a million miles a second, worried about every little thing. Just really taking that time to myself helped me to really like have a little breakthrough in a way. Like it opened my eyes to so much. And y'all, I feel like that also is what pushed me to getting done with my chapter so fast. It showed me how when I get locked in, I'm actually prioritizing the word and prioritizing what I need to prioritize, how much I actually get done, how efficient I really am in my work when I don't have all the distractions. And even after my fast, y'all, I still have all my notifications off. I have them off. I have not been spending as much time on social media. Like it really made me like not even care about it as much anymore, except for TikTok, y'all. I still be struggling with TikTok. I be struggling with TikTok. I love TikTok down, but I'm still working on not overutilizing it and consuming so much information on there. But yeah, it was so great. So now, like I said, I am in Exodus. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to get started. I will not be starting Acts today, only because I'm waiting on my other journal to come in. My journals are literally almost full. As y'all seen in my previous video, my 52-week Bible study, it actually matches up with where I'm at currently in my Bible. So the beginning, my first 2 weeks were Genesis, and that worked out. So like immediately when I got the book, my first 2 weeks of reading I had already completed because I was so far in Genesis already. My reading for today is Exodus 1 through 3. No more yapping, you guys. I'm about to go ahead and get started. So I'm currently eating dinner a little bit later than intended, but it's okay. I got my Cajun chicken pasta. I had already put regular chicken in it, and then I doubled back and added the real good. So now it's like double protein. I use low fat cheeses and stuff, or reduced fat, and then yeah, it's good. It's so good. And then of course I got me some veggies on the side because we gotta keep a balance. And y'all, this is my dinner. this is it for today. Bible study was so good. I had a great day. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm about to tighten up this kitchen. And that's it, y'all. Got work tomorrow at 11. So I'm gonna try to be up at a decent time to come cook breakfast and prep everything I'm gonna take to work with me to eat for tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video.